also want to thank my donor. I know this is something that you hear quite often, but I honestly would not be standing here if it were not for you. And I can't tell you how much I really appreciate it. Scientists generally agree that humans appear to have a maximum lifespan of about 110 to 120 years. That means, barring any fatal events, I'm not even halfway through, and I'm excited about that. I have time to do so much, but I don't have time to waste. And I want every moment to count. Lee College, along with the Lee College Foundation Board, has made it possible for me to not just dream of an opportunity, but to take action and pursue that dream. It's true that the only limits we have on our lives, on ourselves, is what we place upon ourselves. And I have learned that through this experience. I've learned it firsthand. I come from an average background. I married shortly after high school, went to work, and worked hard to move up. I never considered college because, like many others, I thought that was just for the financially blessed and for the exceptionally intelligent, and I didn't feel like I fit into either category. So I never considered it. I never went on to college. I just got a job, went to work, and worked my way up. With the addition of 2 children, I quit my job and became a full-time wife and mother. We began homeschooling a few years later. We homeschooled our 2 children and a fine nephew that's in this room with me here, supporting me. And those were some of the most fulfilling years of my life, to spend with those children who grew up to be fine adults. And when they began to each one go off to college, I wanted to get a part-time job to help with that, with their journey onward. And so I did. And as they continued to move on, I found that I was having more and more free time on my hands. I tried hobbies, but that didn't occupy my mind enough. And so I decided that I would get a full-time job, and I did that for a while. And then I had a very dear friend, Karen Freeman, some of you may know her, who encouraged me to go to school. And she kept telling me, that's where you belong. And I would just laugh at her because I truly did not believe that's where I belonged. And she was very persistent and kept on and pushed me. And every argument that I had, it was, no, I need to work. I need to help get the kids through school. No, I'm not smart enough. I don't think I can handle the workload. I don't think I can do it. And she just wouldn't listen. She kept pushing me. So I finally started paying attention to what she was saying, and I was thinking, I really, really want to do this, but I'm scared. You're helping people with various needs. You're helping with financial needs. You're helping with physical needs. You're helping, obviously, with educational needs. But you're also helping with psychological and emotional needs. You're helping people who have a dream and honestly do not believe they're capable of achieving that dream. It took the time and patience of a very dear friend to push me and convince me that maybe I can. Maybe I can. She even went so far as to set up an appointment for me. And I didn't want to let her down, so I did it. I made my appointment, and by the time I left that day, I had taken the placement test, registered for 9 hours of classes, and applied for a scholarship. This may seem a very small thing to many of you, but it was colossal for me to make that middle step, to go beyond what I thought I was capable of. I didn't want to waste my time. I didn't want to waste anybody else's time. And I just felt very insecure in making this step. But one day I received a phone call from Ms. Warford, telling me that I had been awarded a scholarship. And even then, I started to back out because I just wasn't quite sure I could do this. But with her encouragement, she joined in the battle with my friend to convince me that this could be something that I could do and succeed. She didn't know me from the next student on the list, but she continued to prod me. Karen prodded me. I mentioned it to my dad. He's with me today, and he was full of encouragement. You go for it, do it. So I did. And this is where I hope I can convey to you the struggle. I don't feel like I have adequate words to really portray what I was going through at that time. What began as an experiment just to see if I could handle the workload became a passion. During the first semester, when I would leave school and drive to work, I would cry all the way. At times there were just tears, and at times I was literally sobbing. The process was frightening, and it was painful. I cried from frustration because of obstacles that had been placed in my path by others. I cried from fear of failure. I cried from anger. I cried from sheer relief at the realization that I was in fact succeeding. And I cried for all the years that I thought I was incompetent and average, and yes, even stupid. But now, after 3 semesters and 18 honors hours, 4 conferences behind me, I'm filled with wonder at what has taken place in my life, all the changes, all the growth. And when I compare my thoughts from that first semester to where I am now, I am just amazed. And many times when I walk on this campus, look around and think, wow, I'm really doing this. The combined effort of all these wonderful people, the donors, the staff, the board, all of you, my peers, my instructors, the combined effort of all of you wonderful people make it worth every late night, every essay, every speech, every algebraic problem. Every challenge that is set before me gives me the courage and the confidence to move on and reach yet another goal and face another challenge. I want to thank you for helping to provide that education and that opportunity, and helping all of us students to be successful and to come back someday and be able to fill the shoes of the donors that may, move on to other things, move to another state, whatever. We would like to fill your shoes and give back because you've given so much to us. Thank you so much.